Hello and welcome to Fair Rugby on Fair Sports. For today's preview, Springboks versus Scotland. And it is a big clash in Group B with the former champs, current world champs, the Springboks, looking to really try and stamp their authority on the tournament, get off to a winning start, whilst Scotland will be eyeing an upset. And it is a fixture which traditionally has always gone one way, and that is the way of the South Africans. They do have an over 80% win ratio against Scotland, and so they'll be looking to try and basically continue that. I think that's kind of the main thing, isn't it? Is that, you've got to start looking at sort of any advantage you can get over each other, and so that will definitely be very cognizant of the fact that genuinely they've always had the better, they've got the better Scotland, and they want to do a similar type of thing. So before we look at some of the teams and some of the stats of the game, please do smash a like on the video. Please do subscribe to the channel as well. We have played each other quite a few times, and South Africa have won 23 times, Scotland have won 5, and we've never actually drawn. So we've won 82% of the games in this fixture. We have scored 742, we beat South Africa, Scotland has scored 321. Our highest victory against Scotland came back in 1997, when we beat South Africa, won 68 points to 10. In the last 5 meetings from 2021 through 2013, South Africa have won, with the lowest margin being just 6 points back in 2018. And the last time we made the World Cup was back in 2015, where we beat Scotland 30 points to 16. So we're on a 7-match winning running streak, and the last time we lost to Scotland was actually in Murrayfield 13 years ago. So if you look at those sort of stats, everything points to one way, really. And if you look at South Africa's World Cup history, the lowest we've got out as quarterfinals. So we've never not made the playoffs. So this is an important game for us in terms of giving us a bit of insurance. For Jacques Nielba, he has said that this is the Springboks' biggest game. That it's about beating Scotland, giving yourself the license and the comfort of being able to lose against Ireland and still go through, which is a pretty big thing, to be fair. But yeah, in terms of the teams, we'll start with South Africa. And this is what the South African team will look like when they run out on a Sunday. So in the front row, Stephen Kitshoff, Malcolm Marx, France Malherbe. We have continued with that ongoing solid front row. It is our best front row, and we have decided to just start to try and help get us onto that front foot. We've actually kept the lock combination from the game against New Zealand in Franco Mostert and Eben Etzebeth. I like it. I really think that is our strongest or our best starting lock combination. I really like Arcus Neyman off the bench. And I think Franco Mostert is an 80-minute player, so I think you want to be playing him as much as you can. And then the loose chair is just one tweak. Siya Kolisi, Pierce Jeff, Toy do continue, but Jasper Wiese, the human wrecking ball, has been introduced to try and add a little bit of physicality. Not that Dwayne Vermeulen is not physical, but a different type of player. Jasper Wiese, very confrontational, very much wants to get in your face, run over you, basically, try and bully the Scots. I think is probably a big tactic. Faf de Klerk does start next to Mani Liebach. Chesney Colby, the number 11. Kirkley Aronson, the 14, is a very interesting decision. A lot of fans and pundits talking about that whole short wing, tall wing situation. And very interesting to see that they have gone with 2 short wings, inverted commas. Kane and Moody apparently out with an injury and was not available selection. In the centre, Damien Delendi does return to the fold, as does Jesse Creel, to reignite their centre pairing. And Damien Willemse is a very interesting selection at 15. Willie Lou will be making his appearance off the bench. The bench is Bongi Manambi, Oxenchair, Trevor Nyakani in the front row. Trevor Nyakani looks back to full fitness, and we go back 4 years ago. Started played against the game against New Zealand, and that's where he got injured. And since then, Vincent Koch has very much had the front run. But Trevor Nyakani has always been very highly rated by this coaching staff, so good to see him back in the mix. Arkansas, Malcolm Mustard, and Dwayne Vermeulen make up the 6-2 split. Very interesting, no Jean Klein apparently, so moved away from the 2 locks on the bench. I think we probably would have gone with Jean Klein had he been fit, because I think we very much want to try and bully Scotland. It's a pretty physical 6-2 split as it is, and Jean Klein would have only added that. And then the 2 backline players, Grant Williams getting the backing, which is pretty interesting, as well as then Willie Leroux adding his experience. Then in terms of the Scots, this is what Gregor Townsend has named. In the front row, South African-born prop, Pierce Kuma next to George Turner and Xander Ferguson. Richie Gray, Grant Gilchrist in the second row, pretty settled at tight 5. Jamie Ritchie, Rory Darge, Jack Dempsey. This is a pack that is smaller than the South Africans, but will have to front up. If the Scots are going to have any success or any joy in the game on Sunday, they really will have to match up front. If they don't, then there's no point having such an exciting backline if you're not going to be able to use it. And a very interesting backline in terms of players being able to sort of switch around quite a lot. So Ben White, Finn Russell, the halfback pairing. But I like Ben White, and I think he complements Finn Russell very well. Finn Russell is not be all and end all, but almost as close as for Scotland. He is the game changer. He is the player that can really flip the game on its head, and he could be the difference come Sunday. The centre combination of Suya Topolotu and Hugh Jones. I mean, both can play inside centre, outside centre. They kind of switch it up. There's a lot that those two can do. And very interesting as well, Darcy Gray will be starting with 11 on his jersey and Duan van der Merwe with the 14, which means that traditionally that means that Darcy Graham will be on the left wing. He'll be up against Kurt Lawrence, whilst Duan van der Merwe will start on the right wing, where he doesn't traditionally. He'll be up against Cheslin Colby. Blair Kinghorn then at the fullback, a lot of physicality. That whole aerial battle should be a very big part of the game as well. Then off the bench, it is David Cherry, Jamie Batty, and Via Nell in the front row. Scott Cummings, Matt Ferguson providing the rest of the forward cover. Ali Price, Cameron Redpath, and Ollie Smith are the backline replacements. A lot of experience, the likes of Ali Price. Play those British and Irish Lions games. Knows the Springbok team pretty well as well. Let me know what your score predictions are down in the comments below. Please do smash a like on the video. Please do subscribe to the channel as well. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Stephen. I'll chat to you soon.